So,
Yeah.
for anyone that doesn't know you,
Oh, you're speaking out.
okay. Oh, yeah. For anyone that doesn't know you,
Not sure how, guys, but go on.
I know because a lot of people I think
They
know you
should
in
know
little
me if they
games.
don't, yeah.
Introduce yourself, Clarke.
My name's Clarke. I work at the gym group in Milton Keynes with yourself as assistant manager. I'm a PT. I'm an online coach, working with women specifically to drop body fat and build confidence. That's me in a nutshell, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did it all come from? How long have you been in fitness and doing what you're doing now?
In fitness, just over 2 years. Full-time PT for just over a year. A year the other week. Oh my god, it was a year last week, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So
Congratulations.
PT, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So full-time PT for about a year. More sort of online coaching the last sort of like 6 months.
Yeah.
And why women specifically? Because I noticed that you said that.
Why women specifically? I just get on better with women. Yeah, I just seem to just gel better with women. Like I chat with women and they just respond to me a little bit better than some guys. And I think guys is sometimes a little bit of an ego thing. They just don't like to acknowledge the fact that they need a little bit of help with, especially the gym. Like they think they go in and they're like, oh, do you know what? I can do it on my own. So they don't really ask for help unless they're into some sort of specific niche like bodybuilding. Whereas women are a little bit more sort of receptive to a little bit more help. I find that, and then I don't know, they just gravitate towards sort of chatting to me. And I just work better with them and I understand them a little bit more than some guys would. Because I think some guys just tell them how it is, whereas I'm a bit like, actually I don't know everything, but I will give you my advice on what I would do in your situation, and then you can just take it however you take it, and it seems to just be working. So that's why women.
How did you get into fitness? Is this what you've been always doing, or?
So it wasn't my original plan actually. My original plan was to work in food. But I guess food and fitness, similar.
Yeah.
So I got into fitness through just going to the gym myself. Suffered with mental health issues, so I went to the gym myself to work on those. And then I found that I'm actually quite good at it. And I can sort of teach people a little bit. And then I got myself my own coach, because I think you've got to practice what you preach. And then he said, do PT, and I was like, all right, sure, why not? And then here I am. Fast forward like 2.5 years later.
Amazing.
Here we are, yeah.
And what do you think makes you different in a market that's really saturated at the minute?
What makes it different? I think I'm going to pull you up on the saturation. I don't think it is a saturated market.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's saturated if you are shit.
Okay.
So there's a lot of shit people out there, which is why it is saturated, as you said. But if you are good, then you're going to stand out. And I like to think I'm quite good. And I just, no bullshit.
You say it as it is.
Right? Can I swear on it? Is that all right?
Well, it's too late now.
Oh well, if not, you can cut it out.
You're right. You're
I just
fine.
think no sort of like no rubbish. Just tell people the truth, not what they want to hear, but what they need to hear.
Yeah.
So that's what's a little bit different.
So what people want to hear?
They want to hear they're doing well. No, they do. They want some. To be fair, like I suppose it depends on the person. But a lot of times people like to be told they're doing really well, and it's nice to be told that you're doing really well.
Yeah.
It's like if you're doing something in your work and I say, oh, you're doing a really good job, you're gonna feel good. But I think when it comes to people losing weight, and it's obviously not working. So if I said to someone who's been struggling for a couple of years, well, you've done really well, have they though? No.
You keep it real.
Yeah, because obviously they've not done very well. Otherwise, they wouldn't be coming to see me. Or they wouldn't be asking me questions if they've done really well. So that's basically why.
Have you ever had backlash from that? Or
Telling people how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
Some people are going to respond a little bit different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like if I said you're doing really bad, somebody are going to go, he just doesn't like me. No, it's not that. I just think sometimes you need to hear it's exactly how it is.
True.
You can't be nice all the time.
No.
But then again, this is why you have to work specifically with different people and get to know that person before I tell them you've done terribly. Because if I don't know them and then I know that they're not going to go well with that approach, I'm not going to go with that approach. I'm going to be really nice about it, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to hit them with the point of you need to just do what you need to do rather than just be really nice all the time.
Yeah.
And then in terms of, do you know if somebody obviously wants to work with you, where does it begin with yourself? And do you just do one-to-one or is it group training? I
like to do one-to-one because I think it hits a little bit different. I wouldn't really do 2-to-1. I just think because everyone's individual and I can't give you the same thing that you're going to need and so on and so forth. I just think one-to-one's a little bit better.
Skinny?
No. No. Different goals. Different goals. That's the thing. Different goals. You can do things that she can't.
Oh yes.
Yeah. And I know things about Taylor that won't work for you either.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in a bit of a nutcase.
You need to do a little bit of a different approach.
Literally.
So that's why 2 to 1's not really sort of my thing. Everyone's an individual.
Yeah.
But no, if they want to work with me, they can either come to me if I'm in the gym or through social media. Or
Do you train just in gym group, or are you sort of, if I'm going to different gym, can you still help me? And
I can still help you, yeah. So that's where online coaching is.
online coaching.
Yeah, so you get a plan, you get accountability, things like that. So that's the online coaching side of things.
Yeah.
So, but it depends. Like some people want a hybrid as well.
Yeah.
So you can do like hybrid, like once a week, go away.
How do you approach training women? Because women's cycle is a very big part.
Yeah, so
So
obviously the women's cycle does come into it, which is why I advocate for them to track their cycles as well, and make notes based on their cycle. So the first couple of months is I'm not going to know what parts of the month they're going to be in and when they're going to feel stronger. So this is where the individual approach is better. Like that's why I can't go a one size fits all plan. It's not going to work. Every woman's different. So based on that, we'll then make adjustments based on how many times you're going to come in, how many times you're not going to come in. Do you need more rest? Do you need to eat a little bit more these weeks? It's totally dependent on the person and where they are in their cycle. So that's why. That's how I'd approach it.
And you're right, because we were talking about this, funny, because we were talking about this earlier, weren't we? And we were saying basically, even though things are in textbooks and online saying about obviously a women's cycle and everything else, it's very important to know an individual and what they're going through, because what one woman might be going through in week 3, another woman will be completely different. Whereas I think, say, a lot of male trainers, they're like, right, one size fits all, it is what it is, you'll be dealing with these symptoms in week 3. And then they try and deal with it that way, but then it backfires.
Yeah, you can even expand it on, say, just that person, like 1 month it could be one way, and then another couple of months it could be another way. So that's why you always got to ask questions like, how is it this week? Like, do you know where you're sitting at? And obviously some women are a bit like sceptical to tell guys about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas it's got to be like the transparency, like actually just be honest. Like, if you want to get the most out of it, just be honest about it. Like, don't hide away from it.
Is this where you see potentially difference between different age of groups of women? Like maybe the younger ones are more open about sharing where they are in their cycle.
I think it's the other way around.
Is it?
Yeah, I think the older ones are more sort of like, I don't care, like I'll tell you. Whereas the younger ones are a little bit like,
I mean, they've been living with it for the whole life.
I think like some of the younger ones are just
glad somebody asked.
I think like the younger ones are a little bit like, I don't know.
I don't want to share.
So, I think it's getting a little bit better because I think more people are sharing on social media, things like that, which is great. But the younger ones are still a little bit like, I don't know if I should say it or not. And then when you get to it, like, the session's been a little bit hit and miss, hasn't it? And they're like, it could be. It might be, So, you just sort of have to like try and get them into it. But the other ones are just I'll just tell you how it is. And like you said, probably just glad to be asked. So,
And it's like, how do you approach that? Say if you're noticing something about somebody, it could be like if you feel like something's going on with them, or it could be like their time of the month and you get the gist that something's happening. How do you approach that with them?
Depends on.
It's quite difficult, isn't it?
It depends on the person. I think sometimes it could be we'll talk about it at the start. Or sometimes it'll just be during. I'll notice a few different things. Even if they're struggling a little bit mentally as well, and things like that. Because it can impact you as well. I just think I can approach it in the middle or at the end as well. Because sometimes it's like I'll finish a little bit early, like 5 minutes early, and go, what's going on? And just try and talk to them a little bit. So then it's not taken away from the session, but we're getting to, because it's a big part of anyone's fitness journey and just life. I think you've got to take an interest in their life, and I like to try and find out a little bit if it's been bad. It could just literally be, just had a stressful day, like I'm just really tired. Fair enough, that's cool. But it could be something else. But if you don't ask the question, you don't know. Exactly.
I mean, sorry.
No, go on.
Someone go, please.
You go for it.
I was going to say, this is obviously another way of you being different to other PTs.
Yeah.
Because I've not heard of many like guy PTs that would consider that part of
Yeah,
women's
I
life
think
as well. In
it's
their,
just stereotypical guys that will just crack on, isn't it?
like you said, one size fit all, which
Yeah.
doesn't actually.
Yeah. Just
Throughout like your experience of training women, has there ever been like a miscommunication where somebody may think like, oh, Clarke's flirting with me, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh, many times.
Now we're gonna
Many
start
times.
talking.
I know.
No, yeah.
I think I chatted to you about
We have
it.
spoken, I think so. Yeah, we have, yeah, many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I've just had like conversations where I think it was like I was just chatting about like their gym, like they put some stuff on social media, and I was just like, oh, you know, what are you working on? And then I was talking about fitness, and then they said, oh, just ask me out, why don't you? I was like,
you
no,
just ask.
I'm all right. I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't
Yeah.
really like you. And I'm just like, oh god.
I sometimes think like, what's wrong with the world? You only ask the
Yeah.
question, like it doesn't mean
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you're into
Yeah.
somebody.
Yeah. And it's just
Can you not have a conversation?
no.
Yeah.
No. I shouldn't even be here. This is wrong.
Yeah,
It's-
this is
it's
Yeah.
2 women
You're
in.
hitting on us.
But it's true because you've had. Do you know what? Because often you would find that within the industry, it's a lot of, not in a horrible way, a lot of hate towards men, saying that men come on to women when they're female
Mm.
trainers.
Yeah.
A lot of women come on to Clarke
Well,
and end
also-
up leaving their number on our whiteboard
Oh yeah.
to give to him.
Look, guys, if you want the WhatsApp, just go into the gym. It's on the
Yeah.
board. Like,
So it's on it was on the number was on the board for him.
What did it say? Just
it
numbers.
said-
The
it said
number and
my
a love
name,
heart.
Love heart, question mark.
Yeah. And
It's
then
number on the.
the anonymous thing that you do on
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, get a load of them as well.
Oh
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, you
Yeah.
You've
do.
probably seen them. I think if you've
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
them,
yeah.
Where people can ask anonymously.
So, you as the manager of the place, do you go and check the number in the system?
To be fair, I didn't do that actually.
No.
I don't know whether Abdul did or not. But,
I don't know.
but actually, it's funny you say that because in the
Who says that
sense
it's a girl?
wait.
Well, it could be a boy.
Also, yeah. Oh, yeah. It could be a boy. But also saying that, would I have jumped to the computer really quick if it was a woman? Maybe.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Do you get
If
what I
they put,
mean?
Like your name.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
Veronica's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I
Potentially.
feel like it's like obviously.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe.
not saying that you can't hold. I've always thought in my head that males can hold their own, but actually,
Yeah.
over however many years that I've known male trainers,
Flattered. I love
a
it.
lot of
It's great. I'll take it.
a lot
Take it.
of women can come onto them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because if it was Veronica's
Yeah.
number, I think I would have been no. But
You
like,
rubbed it off.
I would have
Yeah.
been like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not in this. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Not under my watch.
Yeah. That literally is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
But yeah,
god.
get it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think I get it as much as female PTs though. I think they would definitely get. They
Yeah,
get
you
really
do
more
get
like-
a lot, but still it's
Yeah.
prominent for.
It's
you
more.
guys.
It's more like in the gym than
Mm.
anything else. Like if I go over to a girl that's like doing something, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
try this, and they'll just look at me a bit weird. I'm like, okay, oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it just depends.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
yeah, you definitely can get it.
Mm. And you know, like how you being PT, obviously, I always think like any PT, PT always has to be also as a people's person,
Mm.
because you need to know how to
Yeah.
speak with different type of people. Has that always been in you, or is that something like a skill that you went to learn, or?
I think you got to learn it.
Yeah.
I don't think I wasn't as good, like say, 3 years ago at talking to people.
Yeah.
No.
You're like, this is my plan. Do you want it?
Yeah, it's like all robotic.
Yeah.
But I think you do learn to get better at it.
Yeah.
It's like anything on camera, you get better at going on camera, but you don't get better unless you do it. So you just got to put yourself out there to talk to people.
Yeah.
But even if you don't want to do that, like I think I spoke about it the other day, like just have two different faces, like have one when you're at home and then have one when you're at work. You've got to be two separate people.
Yeah.
Like there's Clarke at home, there's Clarke, the PT.
Yeah.
Separate people, different people, but
Yeah.
also the same person.
Because I was about to say, because there was one question that I was going to ask, is that even though your job is people facing, do you really like people though?
I think this
No,
I'll answer this. No, I'll answer it. No, I'll answer it. No, do you know what?
No.
You
Sure.
can say, are you an introvert or extrovert?
Do you know what I think so? Like I'm an introvert, extrovert.
Yeah.
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 I think that's like a big thing in the industry as well.
Yeah.
Like you just like to keep to yourself.
Yeah.
But you can't keep to yourself.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for fitness.
But don't you think like all of us are some sort of introverts, extrovert, depending on situations?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, because I find it like when I'm in a new group of people, surrounded by people I don't know, I'm very introvert. If I'm in a group of I'm extrovert.
It's pretty chill, isn't it?
Through the roof.
Yeah, through the roof.
Yeah, new people is always difficult though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like, I wonder if they're going to respond to me. Do they like me?
Yeah.
Do they not?
Yeah.
It's always a bit tricky, but-
What is one thing that you do to make feel people comfortable with you?
I like to just ask them a general question about like themselves. So I'll just say, tell me something interesting about yourself.
Are you single?
Just. I think if I ask that, I might get a yes or I might get a swift no, get out.
Yeah. A slap.
Or,
No.
yeah, just like tell me something interesting about yourself.
Yeah.
Is like what I'll say,
Yeah.
and it's just like a little bit different. Or I'll just say something like favourite food is always a good one.
Yeah.
Like, or what's your favourite food?
Yeah.
And they're like, don't know if I should say, no, tell me. Like, I don't care if it's healthy or unhealthy. I just want to know what you like.
Yeah.
And then it's just something to get them started, and then you can start talking about food and just make people at ease.
Yeah.
Rather, because a lot of people, when they come to see like a PT or talk to a PT online, they just want to, they think, oh, I just want to know about fitness. Well, yeah, I mean, it's nice, but I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I'm going to work with you.
Because it also helps, doesn't it, to know about their lifestyle and
if
stuff.
I'm going to work with you, I need to know you as a person and what
Yeah.
you enjoy, what you don't like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Would you say it's hard to balance though? Because don't know, obviously if you're getting to know these people and everything about them and how they're feeling, and you've got to stay in contact with them and keep up to date with them, or even when they're talking to you in session, do you find that can be sometimes very overwhelming when it can be a lot to manage?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when, sometimes you've got enough problems on your own.
Yeah.
So taking on maybe like 5, 6, 7 people's problems in one day can be much, but it's part of the job, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, whilst I care deeply about these people, also at the end of the day I'm just like, right, okay, well, what have I got to do with myself? And then to make sure I can look after them. But yeah, it can be difficult, but you take it on as the job. It's not, you're not just a PT, you're a therapist, role model, mentor.
Do you schedule time for yourself, or do you get to the point when you exhaust yourself?
Yes, that one right there.
Okay.
That's me, definitely, in a nutshell.
Okay.
Like, just go all
Until
the
you
time.
can't anymore,
Yeah.
until you collapse.
Yeah, some people tell me off all the time.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just always just going. Like, no day, but it's not a good thing. Just take days off.
But you're getting there.
Yeah.
You're getting there.
Yeah, because I think I told myself that I'm not going to take a day off for the first year of doing PT properly.
Yeah.
And I've basically stuck to that. I've taken like a handful of days off.
Yeah.
Once when we had to when the gym was closed.
Yeah.
Over Christmas.
You are forced to be off.
Forced to be off, basically.
Not by choice.
Exactly. You can't come in after. But other than that, I've sort of like been in. Because I said to myself, I've got to put my face in the gym to make sure people know me.
Yeah.
So then, I know that guys.
Because he's been around.
Yeah, because do you think that's one of the reasons why people fail at PT is for them not being around consistently enough?
I think some PTs spend far too much time trying to post on social media or look good on camera, look good in their own workouts, look good saying, oh, I'm working with this person today, like appreciating them one person for like 10 weeks. Oh, I just can't get any clients. And they're sat just in the office, at home on their phone, waiting for them to contact them. Whereas you've got, say, 2,500 members, there's 2,500 potential clients there.
Yeah.
Why are you not in the gym?
Yeah.
Like you can sit in the gym on your phone.
Yeah.
But then just make sure you're saying hello to people. Like, if you're struggling for clients and you've got a gym full of people, how are you struggling for loads of clients? You should be having at least
surely like 10.
Yeah, at least
15
5, 10.
Yeah.
Just to start, like there's people walking in every day.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they just don't spend more time in the gym, which is a big problem.
Yeah. How many clients do you have now?
23, 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So we've had to get rid of a few.
That's
Not on
good.
purpose. Just because sometimes like more is not more. So yeah, less is more.
Yeah, less is
Yes.
more.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity.
I was just about to completely say the opposite to what
Yeah.
you were going
Quantity.
on. Go on,
Clarke,
Clarke, go
always.
get 70, 80 clients, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, quality of service is going to be better than
Yeah.
how many
Yeah.
you've got. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
and if
definitely.
you just think about compound interest, you keep one client for 6 months as opposed to getting one new one every 6 months, but they each leave after a month. Which one you're going to get more out of?
Yeah.
One that stays for 6 months
Yeah.
than the one that stays for a month and then goes.
Yeah.
So.
How have you been like when you were doing PT? Were you the same, like go until you like collapse or?
Yeah, I told Clarke this.
You were,
In my first year and a bit in PT, I literally went to ham with everything. I was in there, similar to yourself, so early in the morning till so late at night. And then obviously training myself for hours and out, like for however long, that I fully burnt myself out and that I loathed that place completely. I hated it, hated PT, wanted to step out of PT altogether, whereas Clarke has done a sensible thing because he put a time frame on it, whereas I didn't. I just thought I was invincible over to myself.
I still think that's well, yeah.
Well, but you've done really well going, right, I'm going to work hard for a year.
It's been forced, but...
And
that's what I did as well.
Yeah, I
like,
was just going to say, what did you do?
the same, I wrote this year off.
Yeah.
I said I'm just gonna work Saturdays, Sundays, whether it's half day, whether it's full day. And now I've got to September and I just sort of reviewed the year and I was like, wow, we've grown so much.
Yeah.
So it is paying off really.
Yeah.
But now like
until...
until...
It's doing really well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So obviously it's not where we want to be yet.
Yeah,
but we're sort of halfway through.
But are you ever going to be satisfied? That's the question.
I will.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
No, I won't probably.
No. Because
I've always been like,
Yeah.
you know, whatever, when I was in recruitment as well, like, you know, what we're like 4 or 5 years ago, I started as a consultant and literally like when I walked through the doors, when I started on the first day, I said to the director or manager, whoever was at the time, I said like, I have a car, I don't have children. I said, send me anywhere, I'll go. I'll just do anything. And I think that's how I built to being like branch manager in like 3-4 years.
They're saying yes to everything.
And from there, because like I already got used to like I wouldn't sit in the same position more than a year. I need to get higher and higher. So I think it will be the same with Aura really. I want to, don't know if I want to like open another place, but I want to bring it to next level.
Keep going.
The goal always moves, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you hit a goal and then you just move it.
I don't. Yeah, you're right. I don't think I would like sit down and say like I've achieved everything. I'm done.
Yeah, but you can also have that, which is good.
Yeah.
But also you should be
To have
able to have the ability to just go, oh wow, I've done really well tonight.
Yeah.
Like a bit of gratitude and go, oh, God, yeah. But let's move on. Let's try and work towards something else.
Yeah.
So like, you know, be proud but never satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I personally I love working. I don't want to say I'm workaholic, but I love working. Because even after I gave birth, like 3 days later, I was like, I have nothing to do. I need to do something.
Yeah.
My brain's just like, I need to move it. I need to like think about something.
Yeah.
Her water broke and she was still trying to paint the bloody thingy up there, weren't you?
I was moving salon beds around.
Cheyenne was like,
okay, let's go to the hospital now.
And then you were like, not yet, love.
Just got to move this one first.
Yeah, I've still got stuff to do. Yeah, I'm gonna need to drop stuff up at the salon. Then we're going. I was like, what the? Oh God!
Got a rating, you've got to respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always working hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Pays off though.
Yeah,
It does pay off. Do you feel like it's paid off now?
Yeah.
You work in the year that you have.
No.
But is it because you want just more and more and more? Or do you think you have achieved like...
No, I think so. Because if I look back to like last year, I set myself a goal of, okay, like if I can have 10 clients within the first sort of like 3 months, obviously Christmas period, things like that.
Yeah.
I thought, oh, do you know what? I'll be happy with that. I ended up with like, I think I was like 15. So I was like, okay, that's all right. But I was like, can we just go for more? So I don't know, like I'm not where I want to be, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
So obviously therefore I'm not very happy with where I am.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be better.
Yeah.
And just do more. So that's why I'm probably not
Do you ever like sit down and sort of write down your goals? Or
They're,
is it
they're,
sort
on,
of
they're
in
on
your
my
head?
phone. They're on my phone.
On your phone, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So you do sort of, you have somewhere to look at and reflect and like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
done this.
Yeah,
Mm.
always
Yeah.
set goals.
Yeah.
Like, which if I didn't set goals, then my message to people I work with is going to be disregarded because you're going, why are you not doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a good point. So yeah, I always set goals, but like just quite big ones, so they don't get ticked off for ages.
Right. And what are those big goals, if you don't mention?
Oh, what big goals, God.
Pull your phone out.
No, I don't need to. Big goals are have more time. So that might necessarily mean stepping a little bit away from PT.
Have balance, maybe.
Yeah, so it's taking a step back from one-to-one PT, being more selective, and doing more outside of the gym, because time is money, and you can never have enough time. So that's why. That's probably my main goal.
Mm-hmm.
Secondary goals are just like moving to another country, because the UK is rubbish. So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't we know?
No comments on that, no.
No,
What
yeah.
country would you move to?
Oh, if he's gonna say,
What we're thinking?
Where do you think I'm going to say?
just
say it.
So there's a couple,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Dubai's obviously number one.
Yeah.
Of course. But I wouldn't
We're
mind,
neighbours.
I wouldn't mind going. I wouldn't mind going to live in like sort of Spain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So like Marbella
Yeah.
sort of area.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be nice.
And what would you plan on doing there? Same thing, fitness?
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, because I know
Yeah.
like one of
Yeah.
the PTs from where I used to live, she went to Turkey and she's now like in resort.
Mm-mm.
She was more like dance and stuff,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that's what she does.
Yeah.
Literally goes from resort to resort. We have another guest.
Yeah.
You go quick
Go on,
into
join
please.
us.
Quick one.
Oh,
It's gonna
God.
land on the camera.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
That's where I'll go.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's good. Jesus.
Oh my God.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
And in terms of yeah, so where obviously that's your bigger goals, but where do you want to be in like a year's time? Yeah.
Manchester.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we spoken about Manchester? We spoke about Manchester, yeah. Living in Manchester. Yeah. That's where I want to be in a
Why
year.
Manchester?
It's nice.
Okay.
It's like it's getting to sort of like obviously London is like busy, expensive, and obviously more businesses are going up to Manchester. They used to go to Birmingham, but they go up to Manchester now.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on in Manchester. It's just like buzzing. Yeah.
Growing.
It's growing, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just want to be in a sort of like busy, growing environment.
Don't you think Milton Keynes is growing now?
No, but it's too close to London.
Okay,
So
I
in
see.
terms of like
Yeah.
affordability and things like that,
Yeah.
because it's so close to London,
It is
the
nice.
affordability is like
Yeah.
Where you can get
through the roof. It's
Yeah.
outrageous.
So it's in Manchester, you'll be lucky. I mean,
Yeah.
like it'll be good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas around here you're
You
struggling.
struggle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just
Yeah.
And then
So-
obviously like the lifestyle straight away is like you're not enjoying what you're doing then so
Mhm.
much.
yeah,
Because all you do is just work to pay the bills.
exactly. And then
What's the point of it?
have more time, but
It's true.
what can I do with the time?
Yeah.
do?
Yeah.
Do more work because
Yeah.
can't
What
afford anything else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where I want to be in like
Yeah.
a year, I reckon. Yeah. Sorry.
You know, with your like, you obviously offer meal plans as well, right? Do you
Yeah,
believe
loosely.
in sort of healthy and unhealthy, or do you think food can be balanced?
What's healthy and unhealthy?
Well, what people say unhealthy is like takeaways and chocolate bars and
But it's
things
not,
like
though.
that. Okay, so your answer
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
yeah.
So
what's your opinion on
well,
it?
so
Yeah.
it's person specific, isn't it? So for like people that are overweight and trying to lose weight, then eating what you deem like a takeaway every night is going to be unhealthy for them.
Yeah.
And realistically, for everyone, that is unhealthy. Like every single day or every single week, it's not going to be great for you.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who needs to gain weight because you're underweight, having something like a pizza or a burger, that's actually going to be good for you.
Yeah.
And bad for them would be
Yeah.
eating salads every day because
Yeah.
it's going to fill them up, but it's not going to
them.
work on their physical health, but also it's not going to work on their mental health
Yeah.
because they're going to associate salad being really, really good,
Yeah.
and something like a takeaway being really, really bad.
Yeah.
So it all depends on your relationship with food.
And it's funny you say that because I was talking to a guy the other day. So, and this is how society's programmed our minds into thinking that you can't eat unhealthy, because basically he wanted to bulk, and I said, well, you need to, in the words dirty bulk, where you literally just eat whatever, anything, high fat, high sugar, literally just go for it, right, in order to gain the weight that you need, because nothing seems to be working. And he was like, oh, what do you mean?
Shocked.
Yeah, shocked. Because I said, well, realistically, like you said, how much salad are you going to be able to have before, you know what I mean?
I think if you're trying to bulk up or gain loads of muscle mass, it is really difficult if you're getting to a point where you're eating really well.
Yeah, but
you cannot eat any more.
Yeah.
You know, vegetables or rice or whatever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult.
Yeah.
I'd feel like sick. I'd feel like crap. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna be sick.
yeah,
So whereas if you had like a bit of oil there, bit of chocolate,
peanut butter.
bit of peanut butter,
That's-
bit of Biscoff,
yeah.
everyone, if you like
Yeah,
it.
this stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
not gonna be started. So yeah, like things like that. So yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? Healthy and unhealthy for one person.
Yeah.
So that's why meal plans are a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you not give, when you said loosely, do you not give them out to people?
Not really.
No.
Besides, 9 times out of 10 they don't follow them anyway.
Yeah.
So-
And why do you think that is?
Oh, they don't want to be honest, really.
Yeah.
They want. Sometimes people want the help, but they don't want the help. Like they like the idea of it. So like people love the idea of having a PT.
It's all in here, isn't it?
Mindset is massive for everything. Like people love the idea of having a PT. They love the idea of, oh, I go see a physio, go see a
Yes.
masseuse. Yeah, but are you doing what they asked you to do after?
Yeah.
No. Well, oh, but it's not improving.
But why?
Well, I mean, it's not going to get better, is it?
Yeah.
If you're not doing what they tell you to do. Like if I say to someone, right, okay, you need to monitor your food. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. 6 weeks later, how's it going? Or a week later, oh, I've not seen any progress. Have you done it? Doing it? No, I've not done it. Or I don't know what you want me to do.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can try another approach, but if you're still not going to do it, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
Like I can give you all the tools in the world. If you're not going to use them.
Would you say, like, because obviously some people, say if you recognise that a person is just, that I'm not saying better off just doing the exercise and maintaining things, for them it's better for them mentally. You just flat out honest with them and having that conversation with them and say, look, we're not going to necessarily work on the eating side of things if you're struggling and we've tried every avenue.
Yeah.
But let's just focus on what this exercise does for you mentally, makes you feel good.
Yeah, a little bit like mentally, physically, like
Yeah.
what it's going to do in terms of like movement.
Yeah,
100%. Like I don't think people do that enough
yeah,
because obviously a lot of it's like it doesn't look good, does it? Like if I share a result of someone doing a squat, like terribly, squat again really well, but they've not changed the way they look. Doesn't look great. Like people are going to should change there, but it's the things they don't see. Like you said, like mentally they don't see it. They don't see how their persona is around the gym or around in life. They don't see anything like that.
yeah,
And just they don't understand how good they feel.
Yeah.
So it's hard to show that. But yeah, 100%. Like obviously it's a conversation you have to have with someone. But we're okay for the next sort of like 6 month period. Let's just work on you moving, and then if you then decide you're in a good place, and we both agree you're in a good place to focus on food, then we'll focus on food.
try.
But it depends on the person. Like you can't just throw everything at them
No,
because they're just going to not listen. And they're not
Yeah.
gonna do it. I wouldn't anyway.
yeah,
Like if someone was telling me to do 6 different things at once, I'd be like, you're right. I'll just be like, okay, I'll see you later. And just leave them and go back.
yeah, yeah.
Can't scare people.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's too much.
Yeah,
Like I wouldn't do it. So why should I expect someone else to do it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you have any tip on how to fix your mindset? Like
Depends
anyone who.
That's what you're struggling with, isn't it?
Mm.
So I think, again, it depends on the person. Like,
Do you have many people who come to you for the same reason?
I think they all come for different reasons, but
Mm.
a lot of them find out they do struggle with the same things.
Mm.
That a lot of people do struggle with confidence and like image towards themselves. Like it is big. Like
Yeah.
you see yourself as someone that you're not, and people don't necessarily realise that until you sort of point it out to them.
yeah,
And when you point it out to them, like, no, I don't think so. And they start noticing it. Oh, well, actually, Or why are you quite negative towards yourself? I don't know, just down one. Well, that's not good. You know, let's try and change that. Like, you know, pick, you know, when you get up in the morning, write down one thing that you like about yourself. Simple as that. Everyone can do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're doing it now, do it now. You know, one thing you like about yourself. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm quite tall. I quite like that. Yeah. Don't want to be short, so I like the fact that I'm quite tall.
Yeah.
You know, that's one thing.
Just
Yeah.
taking that negative and finding a positive through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, if I say to someone, get rid of all your negative thoughts towards yourself, it's not going to happen.
No.
No way.
Yeah.
Whereas if I can go, well, okay, just make one positive. Just one positive, but you can't use that again for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
You can't say that 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
It's not allowed. And then slowly you're going to get 7 different things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And over time you might get rid of 3 more.
What's your most memorable client or memorable transformation that you've had?
Probably isn't one, because I like all of them. Yeah, all of them are different.
Yeah.
So some of them are like, you know, physically changed, some of them mentally changed.
Yeah.
So there's not one that I could say, oh, that one for sure.
Yeah.
Like, the journey with everyone's really good.
Yeah.
It's just fulfilling with everyone. So I can't really say one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And have you ever had a difficult client?
Yeah, if you took with a PT or a coach, who
Yeah.
is a difficult person.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you get difficult people that come to see you as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
And what's or what would you say is the most common difficulty that you face with people? Is it price?
No,
Is it
because
commitment?
it's not necessarily commitment, it's just...
Or is it that they just want the results yesterday?
Well, there's that, you've got that bit, that people are just like, I want them now, and I'm like, yeah, but it's a bit late, you know.
Yeah.
You're coming to me 2 weeks to go until you're going to get married, like,
Yeah.
what do you want me to do?
Like,
Um,
I'm a plastic surgeon.
You know, can't work miracles. You know?
Yeah.
So you get that, but you also get people that just don't want to do it. Like, they want to do it, but they don't want to do it.
Yeah.
So they
In their mind,
yeah,
they're ready to go, but
yeah,
physically,
yeah,
they
they
just
just-
like can't be asked.
yeah,
or-
exactly,
Yeah.
100%. Like, oh yeah, no, we definitely do it, we definitely do it. And then they make all these excuses why they can't come in, or why they can't do something. And, you know, whilst you can work and go, well, okay, why is it you know, what can I do more of
Yeah.
to help you? Oh, no, you're doing great. Well, why are you not doing it then? And yeah, that is probably the one thing that's like frustrating, like, when they just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not.
And what would you say is the time period that people give up?
Yeah.
So normally they're quite good for like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
A lot of people can do something for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, if you say, right, 6 weeks, this is what we're going to do. A lot of people can do 6 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it's 6 to 12 weeks where people are just like, can't be bothered anymore.
Yeah.
So like anywhere between 6 to 12 weeks is when people just give up. Or within those 6 weeks where, say they're unwell, they'll take like a week off after like week 3, and they'll go,
They can't get back
I'm not going to
into.
go back.
Yeah.
And it's like,
And is
Yeah.
that your biggest pet peeve when people just when you see people give up on themselves so
yeah,
easily?
because like they literally could be on the cusp of getting somewhere, and they just don't bother.
Yeah.
Like, I think we've all seen the image of the guy with like on the stones. Have you seen the guy in the tunnel trying to knock down the tunnel through? No.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you've seen
yes,
that,
I've
yeah,
seen when
you
it's
know.
tiny bit and it just turns
you can
around
stick it
and
on
go-
there in editing.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can put it on.
Yeah.
Like, that picture is like it's great because you're so close,
Yeah.
but you don't know
But
you're
you
so
decide
close.
to.
So you just go
Yeah,
backwards.
you just
Whereas
like
if you
to
just
go
keep
back.
going,
Yeah.
you're gonna break through.
Yeah.
Like, that's why the image is great.
Mm.
Yeah, it's just people give up too easily.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Though. People give up too easily in business. People give up
Yeah.
too easily
Yeah.
when they do it when they're at work. in their own
Relationship
personal life.
even.
Relationship. Yeah, they don't want to work through anything.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh well, let's just end it now.
This isn't working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Do you feel like that society, what society has made people to do? Do you think it's got worse?
I don't want to say we've got some snowflakes in the world,
Oh, it's so it's weird how you
But-
said that because I was thinking
but-
that exact word.
but
Snowflakes.
yeah,
Snowflakes.
snowflakes
So-
crumble easily, don't they?
Yeah. So snowflake.
Yeah.
Obviously, snowflake is a really delicate.
Yes.
Thing.
Snowflake generation.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think we've got a lot of them.
You know, Gen
Yeah.
Z.
Sometimes Gen Z, she said Gen Z.
Was I not supposed to
But
say
like,
that?
Yeah.
no, you're right.
We'll cut this out.
Leave it in,
Okay,
leave
back
it
to
in.
You
snowflakes.
love all millennials. No, I don't even know where I sit. Where do I sit? I'm
You are
1997.
I don't know what
No,
you are.
you're- no, you're
I
not.
don't
You're
know
millennial.
why
I
is
have
this
no
even
idea.
out in the world.
So-
Like we're just
Yeah,
humans.
so
get
many
on with it.
snowflakes in the world.
Literally, but
Yeah.
snowflakes makes you very. You can't do anything right.
You can't say it. You can
anything.
always offend
Everything
someone.
will
Yeah.
offend them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this podcast, I'm sorry if you're offended,
Yeah. Literally.
but I'm also not.
Disclaimer.
So,
Yeah.
disclaimer: if you're
But it is
offended, that's a you
ridiculous,
problem,
isn't it?
not an us
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Say nothing.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
even I like, you know, when I go on like Instagram stories to talk about particular things, I always like
Hesitate.
realize that I hesitate to say particular things because I know there will be 1 out of 2,000 people that will get offended.
Yeah.
And I'm actually like, it's actually been just a few couple of days when I'm thinking, why do I care?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is, I'm showing what I am, what the
Yeah.
business is about. I'm sharing my knowledge and stuff. Why do I care that you get offended?
Yeah.
Like, this is what it is.
Mm.
I'm not like making up stuff
Yeah.
like to offend you. This is
Yeah.
just how
It's
it
like,
is.
I had a conversation with someone else about this the other week, and he was basically saying the same, like you've got to be careful what you put on your story because someone will get offended. Like, because I say like, ladies and gentlemen or whatever, he's like, that's a big one. You're gonna have to change that to people. Obviously we were joking around, but
Yeah,
you just like, yeah,
Yeah.
someone's probably offended by that.
yeah.
Like you can't say people.
Yeah.
You can't
Yeah.
say ladies and gentlemen. You can't say
Yeah.
people.
But you know what I think is also, we are on social media, right? But it's your social media.
Mm.
If I don't like it, I simply press unfollow
Yeah,
and I
that's
don't
it.
see any of it.
Yeah.
So why should I like
Change how you are.
yeah,
Yeah.
why should I like sort of force you to change what you do because something you said offends me when the easiest like just go away from
Yeah,
it.
just don't watch my stuff.
Just don't watch it. Yeah.
And it's very
Yeah.
weird because we're in a country with freedom of speech, but I feel like now we're going so far back.
We go yeah.
Because now we don't actually have freedom of speech.
I can talk about this all day long.
Because because we don't have it.
No, we
Because
don't.
we all hesitating to say things that are our opinion, and I feel like
You keep it all professional.
yeah,
And you just I think like you lose your like personality.
you do.
Yeah.
At the end
You
of the
do,
day
'cause
you're
always
you're
on
just
edge.
professional. You're just
Yeah.
on edge
Yeah.
always,
Like,
yeah.
who
Yeah.
are you?
Who are you actually, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We don't know
Yeah.
because you can't share it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I could talk about that all day. That's another matter. Yeah.
Walking is such an underrated
Yeah,
form of
because that's the
exercise.
other thing. I've just read somewhere that 10,000 steps is just a made up thing. I can't remember
So they
where.
think- yeah, so
there
I
was
think it was
somebody-
China?
Yeah, somewhere
China.
where they were creating an app or something like
Yeah.
that, and they just
China
said
picked it, and then
like,
that
well,
was
what's
it
the
then.
number that we could use?
Yeah,
And then just said 10k.
It looks good, doesn't it?
And so, yeah, because
It
it
looks
looks good, yeah. And since then, people are like, oh, I need to lose weight, 10k steps every day.
Yeah, but I don't think that's. It's not a bad thing. Like, I can't say
No,
it's a
oh
bad
yeah,
thing. I
yeah,
can't say it's a
no,
bad thing.
no,
But I also think it does put pressure on people to do that amount,
yeah,
and sometimes your lifestyle does not enable you to do it.
yeah,
Like for example, if you work in an office, doing 10,000 steps a day is gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Like it's not
It
gonna
is.
be easy to
Yeah.
do. Whereas
Yeah.
this is where you've got to take a look at your lifestyle and go, well, okay, if you're currently doing 2,000 steps a day, to go from 2 to 10, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Whereas if I said to someone, well, okay, you're doing 2,000 steps a day, okay, let's go 4. Let's
Yeah.
just double it. Just double it.
yeah,
Like go on a walk at your lunch break. Go on a walk just after you've eaten dinner
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
Like it's a little bit easier to do 4 than it is to go from 2 to 10.
yeah.
But 10k steps is obviously quite a good figure to hear anyway. It just looks
Yeah.
nice as well.
yeah.
But it
How
should be-
many steps have you done today?
Today, 8,871.
I've done 5,700. What about you?
Here we go. Here we go.
I've done 16,000.
Oh Jesus! There's always one in there.
I know, but I have a
Get
I-
out.
I
I
have
think
a
I
dog.
don't think even us two combined would not hit that much.
I have a dog. A dog helps. Anyone watching, get a dog.
It's tiny dog though.
True, it is.
No,
yeah.
I'm sure you
It is-
probably
it is
carried
natural,
him
yeah.
for the half of the time. And he's probably done like,
This is me,
if you
you're
did
walking.
16,000, he's done 8,000
Yeah,
steps.
Yeah, he's done 8, yeah,
This is
yeah.
him. You're walking.
No, we'd have
you've
done
got a
more
choice.
if he's done all those steps.
yeah,
He'd have done more.
Yeah.
Little legs.
Yeah.
I know. He's not got a choice. Bless him.
Just put this on.
He doesn't know it was him.
Put the,
Put it
put the-
on
Well,
one
yeah, this
day.
is what I've done. I've placed it on him.
Yeah.
Really, he's done the steps.
Yeah, he's done the
Yeah.
steps. Yeah, so really, realistically,
But get
you've done
yourself
like
a
2,000.
dog.
Work smart,
Yeah, work
not
smart.
hard.
Have you even done that many?
I know.
Like, where have you been?
Walk.
Yeah, but for that many?
Where did
Yeah.
you walk? Did
Where
you
did you
walk
go?
to like Bedford
In the
and back?
morning. Yeah,
Jesus.
right up to Campbell, all the way round from my house.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Guy,
And
she
then
lives
I've
near
got
the hub.
walking in the. Oh, yeah.
She
Giving it
just
away.
declared her address.
Come find me. Can you imagine? Oh my god. Oh god.
Oh.
Yeah, no. And then obviously walking around the gym,
Yeah.
my steps also.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I
I
have
get
such
that, yeah.
short legs.
Well, that's why,
I'm not
guys,
even
honestly.
joking. So
You're the
compared to
same
you,
height.
Yeah.
Dai, when we
That's
walk
also
side
true.
by
Yeah,
side,
no.
he is lunging compared to
No,
me.
to be fair, like well, I remember going to London with like one of my friends, and she's quite
Yeah.
small. Like
Yeah.
I'd have done like 10,000 steps. She's there, bless her, on like 22. I'm like,
Yeah.
Round.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've only done 8.
Yeah.
Not many.
So, there you go.
Ah.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm quite small. Yes.
Yeah.
So we could do the
There you
same
go.
route, but I'll do like
Yeah.
a lot
See?
less.
Yeah.
How do you feel being in front of camera when you do like your videos? Because you have so many reels
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're doing really
do,
well.
yeah.
How did you get into it, and have you always been like
Well, no, I
action?
think, I think I think it goes back to what we spoke about earlier, like in terms of like being comfortable with people.
Yeah.
Being in front of camera is the hardest thing you can do. Like it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Because especially if you're recording yourself,
Yeah.
you are literally looking at yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and it is weird to look at yourself and talk.
I love looking at myself. It sounds weird, but you know
That's
what?
good.
I-
That's
No,
good.
don't.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
for so long, so many people get put down about actually if you
Love
like
yourself,
something
man.
about yourself, man. Like it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I like what I see, but I like looking at
If you
myself.
do, if you do, that's a good mindset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Yeah, because
Like-
it is.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Like to talk to the camera, like it's really
Yeah.
hard.
Like
Mm.
if it was okay, maybe obviously if Clarke had said, so yeah, if Clarke had said, do you want to be on something, I'll do it because obviously I know Clarke very well.
Yeah.
Mm.
But if you were someone different, I probably wouldn't have done this.
Mm.
Yeah. It
You
goes
know?
back to what you were saying, like in terms of like if you're comfortable around people,
Yeah.
Mm.
then
Like, yeah.
you're going to relax a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think you do have to push yourself out of the comfort zone,
Yeah.
because otherwise, are you going to get better at it? Which, if I go back to like one of my first talking videos on Instagram, last April, it was absolutely horrific. Like,
Yeah, when
look
I'm
at
looking
it,
back
I
at
can
the
look at it
other
and go,
videos,
oh
like,
my god, what am I doing? I'm
Yeah.
like looking beyond the camera, not looking into it,
Yeah.
like, and just following a script, and it was robotic. Whereas, now I like to be a little bit more fluid, and I don't write anything down, I just record.
Just go natural.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
because if I'm following a script, you guys are going to know.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm there, well, hello, right, what we're going to talk about,
Yeah.
it's completely different.
Mm.
Whereas
Yeah.
I'm just going, right, guys, what we're going to talk about today is,
Yeah.
but it is hard to do. Like,
Yeah.
You just got to do it.
Yeah. And obviously, like you've took social media, like you've done really well in social media.
Well, I think I'm
and
doing
everything
okay.
to do.
Yeah.
And to do with everything.
You're doing
like
it all
online.
yourself?
Yeah.
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 And to do with everything online,
Yeah.
is that the end goal? Do you want to transfer? Will you still do one-to-one clients?
I do. I really enjoy the one-to-one, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'll still stick with one-to-one as well.
Yeah.
But like probably like a 70-30 mix.
Right.
So like
Okay.
be a little bit more sort of selective with
Yeah.
the times I'm working more than the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, right, okay, well, I'm only gonna do PT, Monday, Thursday, and a Friday. If you can't do Monday, Thursday, Friday, then
Yeah.
Mm.
unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
God,
you can either go to online, or you can just
Yeah.
go with someone else that
Yeah.
help you look for someone else if you want.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
you know.
It's the hard decision that you need to make, this, isn't it?
Mm.
Because that's how I felt with the clinic as well. Like I just take on clients. I thought like, wow, now I need to like step back.
Mm.
Like, and then you start to like implement like these are the set hours and days that I'm available, and they're like, but you really don't have anything on Sunday or Saturday evening?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that as well.
Yeah, I do, and it's my life.
Yeah, I get that as well. Yeah. I get asked those questions as well.
Yeah.
It's like, so I've decided to take Saturdays off
Yeah.
from now on, and like other people going, oh, you're not working the weekend? I'm like, no, I am, which is Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, could we do Saturday? No.
Yeah.
No. Oh, what are you doing? Just nothing.
Just right.
Nothing. I'm doing
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, so you can do it? No.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do my own stuff on a Saturday.
Yeah. And I feel bad for doing it, but at the same time, I just think like, no, this is normal.
Did you feel like
This
guilty
is
as
when
well?
clients are taking over your life.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
So-
it's
The guilt.
Because I find a sense of like guilt with it as well.
yeah,
At
yeah.
first, the guilt starts to creep in, and then you start doubting. Right? Oh no, what if loads of other people are going to want that time, and they're going to
Yes.
go somewhere else? But then you just realise that if you don't set those boundaries, or if they really
But
like you,
that's
they'll
what I was just
stay
gonna
with
say.
you.
Yes,
I often
exactly.
think that
Yeah.
like, so if they are happy with the service you're providing to them,
Yeah,
and
They'll
they feel the benefits of what you're giving to them,
they'll
Mhm.
stay with you.
then they're not going to leave.
No.
Yeah.
Like, and I think like even like yourself, like even with like PT and things like that. If I like them as a person,
Yeah.
like if I think okay, I like you as a person,
Yeah.
I'm going to just stay.
I
with
really
you
like working
because-
with you. They'll
Yeah, I
go
don't
around.
care
Yeah.
whether you're going to do whether I have to come in, you know, a Tuesday at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
which is not available. But you know, if if like, I have to come in at whatever time because I like you and I want to work with you still, I'm going to do it.
You'll do it.
Like I'll work around you.
Yeah.
Mm.
You'll do it.
But obviously, when you start in the industry, you can't do that. Like whether you start as a like self-employed or in business, you can't go. I'm not going to work these days.
Yeah.
You have
You
to.
need to be
You have to do
flexible. Yeah.
everything. I
In the
think.
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you
Definitely.
can't be like, I'm not going to work a Friday night.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because you start to see the people, especially when they come into whatever same business that they come into straight away, if they do that, that's when things don't work for them. Because I
Mhm.
think I've seen a lot of people where they come into, they start a new business and then they sort of dictate their own hours and it doesn't go well for them to begin with.
Too restrictive, aren't they?
Yeah, too restrictive.
And I get it. Like you want like set hours to work, but if you're like completely new,
But how much do you want your business to succeed?
yeah.
Mm.
If
Like,
you're like restricting as
Which
well.
one outweighs which? Do you
Mm.
want a better business, or do you want to just enjoy your own life?
Mm.
Do you think that's where people fail at
Yeah.
running their business?
Yeah.
It's not putting all, not going all in.
Yeah, because like you can't be part time with it. I don't think
Oh yeah, I think like
Right.
when you have your own thing, you never stop working.
you can't be
No.
part time. Like
Yeah.
you know, if
That-
you're
it
running
doesn't
your,
stop
if you're
at
running
5
your clinic
p.m.
part time, you know, working like till like 12 o'clock in the afternoon,
Mm.
9 till 12, would it be where it is now?
No.
It's not going to be there because
Mm.
how many people are realistically going to come in at 9 till 12?
Yeah.
2 maybe.
Yeah.
Just depends.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
you can't be part time with it,
No.
especially when it's a self-employed role. Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
like you're running a business. If you're going to be really selective in your hours, then it's just
Yeah.
not going to go very well. And you've got to throw everything in.
Mm.
And if it's a success, it's a success. If it's not, okay, it's not. Maybe it's just not the right time,
Yeah.
or you're just not right in the right area. Like,
And what has been your biggest success
in terms of what?
since running the business?
Working with loads of different people.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the biggest success, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Just good. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meeting different people and learning new things, because everyone's different. Like I teach people stuff, but what I get back, people might go, "But that's not teaching you," but actually it is, because they have other life experiences, so they're teaching me everything else, and I'm like, I like that one.
Yeah.
Like, and things like that. They offer me different life advice.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're at different stages of their life. You know, some people have got like 20, 30 years on me. I'm just like,
Yeah, and because obviously the age gap, have you ever had people where you felt undermined?
yeah, but I don't listen.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason you've come to me, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
regardless of age.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
If you don't like that, then that's your problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
you need to
that's-
work with your client, right? Like
Yeah.
you need to get on.
Yeah.
You can't just train somebody who you like just don't want to see them or.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it doesn't work.
There's got to be respect both ways, isn't there?
Yeah.
Yes.
So if they're not going to respect me, I can't respect them,
Mm.
and that's a relationship that's never going
It's
to
not
work.
working.
Yeah.
So I'd just be like, do you know what? We're better off just not working together.
Yeah.
Find someone else.
Mm. And
Take your money.
would
I don't
you
want
say
it.
that obviously because your age? How old can you Clarke?
22.
22.
I don't look it. I know.
Was it you look 16 or something?
I look older.
Do you?
Yeah, someone said I've had many people say 27, 28.
Was that about you in the gym?
I
Someone
think
left
maybe
a
because
comment.
of the
50s.
voice.
Yeah, it'd be like me. Yeah, 50s would be me. Yeah.
Someone left a comment saying that there was a nice gentleman about
Nice
50.
older gentleman, but very fit and healthy.
Yeah.
I might not be me. I'm not healthy.
Yeah,
So.
because there was obviously 3 guys,
Caffeine addiction.
Abdul, Jake,
Yeah.
thingy, but we did a poll on Instagram and I think they picked you, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
About which one
Look the oldest.
Yeah.
I mean, you're working in fitness.
You might look young, maybe you have old soul.
No, maybe. I've been through a lot in my life, so there you go.
There you go.
That could be why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What is it that you've been through?
Oh, should have stayed quiet, shouldn't I?
You should
Oh,
have,
God
yeah.
damn it.
Yeah.
If you don't mind sharing, obviously.
No, just like things with like family and my own sort of struggles and like mental health. You know, spending 6 months in a mental health home, like residential area. So don't you see things that you don't necessarily see outside?
Yeah.
So you grow up quite quickly,
Mm.
but obviously when you go through something like that, you sort of get a bit of perspective on life, and you're like, oh, you know what, it's not that bad. Like life is not that bad. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you appreciate a few things a bit more.
Mm.
Like you appreciate going to like a cafe a little bit more, walking in. You know, you appreciate the outdoors a little bit more. Going for a
Yes.
walk, you appreciate a bit more.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably why I'm a little bit sort of wiser. I've seen.
Mm.
It's a bit
Fitness has helped you a lot.
yeah,
in
yeah,
that sense.
yeah. So I think that's probably why it's a little bit older because I've been through a bit more
Yeah.
than
You're
the average
probably
22.
more
I
like
think.
mature. Yeah. Right.
And obviously going through something like, you know, well, I'm not going to say the word because you might get struck off for
Mhm.
the letter word, but yeah, going through something like closing down everything, not allowed to go out of your house, things like that. Obviously,
Yeah.
people have been through as
Yeah.
well. So got that. And I've been through it twice. God damn it.
Yeah.
You know, 3 times technically. So
Yeah.
yeah, when you go through things like that, that's
Mm.
It's on your side in that respect.
Mm.
Yeah, it's because you'll be surprised how many, you probably know anyway, Clarke, how many people within the industry you talk to, like your clients, how many people have actually gone through.
yeah, loads. Yeah.
Yeah, like stuff like that.
Yeah, some of it
Yeah.
is undiagnosed.
Yeah,
Some of it they aren't too open about.
yeah,
But they get to the stage where they are.
yeah,
You don't know what someone's facing.
Yeah.
So
Exactly, because
Yeah.
you know what you can see from outside is not what's inside.
Inside,
some
yeah.
people have got a very good way of
hiding
hiding it. Yeah,
Mm.
which I think I'm relatively quite good at.
Hmm.
Yeah, which is good and bad.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I
I
think,
think so,
like
yeah.
now it's just so normal. Just keep everything to yourself.
Self, yeah.
It's
And when
getting
you have
better
a
though.
breakdown,
Yeah.
It's getting better.
it's
though.
getting better now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a very British thing. I don't know whether you
Is it?
find with
Oh, yeah.
them to be like, hello, how are you? I'm okay, thanks. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I sometimes just
Yeah, you
for
need
jokes
to-
say I'm not actually okay.
I think you need to sort of.
And then like, well, I didn't want to speak to you. Why are you telling me this?
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
you need to like sort of create a right.
I wasn't
rule
meant
with
to
certain
start a
people.
conversation.
Yeah, I didn't want to actually talk to you. Like,
Yeah.
I think you've got to make like a rule with like certain people. Like, ask like twice or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So like Roman Kemp did a documentary about it like a few years ago, and obviously there was a group of mates that asked like I think it's twice or 3 times, like you're right, and then they go yeah, then it's you're right, yeah good, you okay, and then it's actually because they asked 3 times,
Yeah,
the 3rd time
yeah.
that's when they'll say
And
something.
would
a
you
little
say
bit
it's
different.
harder with men to really get them to come out? I would say it is.
It is.
Yeah, massively.
Yeah,
Because I think that's part of the big problem with like guys is they won't talk
yeah,
and they don't want to talk about it.
yeah,
It's like I'll just get through it.
Yeah,
But
right.
will you though? And sometimes it's too late.
yeah,
When they do start talking, it's too late because they start talking and a
things
day
have
or 2
already
later,
happened. Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
That's why the suicide rate for men is really
Do you
high.
think it's because like just society has built men that way? You're the strong character. You're supposed to be the
Yeah.
strong character in the family. You're not supposed to show anything. Just
Mm.
get on with it.
Yeah, I think so.
And then when women are like the complete opposite, sharing everything,
Yeah, because
the two of them can't just
sort of,
sometimes
it's sort of said
communicate.
that women are more emotional
Hmm.
yeah,
than men.
Yeah, I mean,
Which-
you do have more
it-
hormones.
You know, it's true, but that doesn't mean to say that men can't be emotional as well.
Yeah.
Like you should be able to share your emotions if you feel
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
or even if you feel happy, like share that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
But some just oh, you can't do that.
yeah,
You can't say
Mhm.
when you're happy, you can't say when you're sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just one level,
One level.
which a lot of guys are like anyway, which is
Mm.
not great.
Yeah.
It just, that's why men's mental health is something that's like quite important, but doesn't get spoken about enough.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, what can you do?
Is that something you bring up on your social media?
Mental health, yeah, I try to.
Mm-hmm.
Not generally specific to like men or women,
Mm-hmm.
but I do try to sort of go about my mental health because I think it is important.
Yeah.
Like mindset is important, even if it's not sort of take away the fitness side of things. I just think mindset is important in anything. So if you change the way your mindset is, even for like work, you're gonna be more productive. For example, like
Yeah.
and if you're a happier person, then things are going to work out a little bit better in your life. Potentially, it's not always the case. You can be happy and then things just don't work out, but then is that just fate? Is it not supposed to happen anyway? Things happen for a reason, don't they? So so they say. That's not.
So they say.
That's not proven. That's not fact. So don't take my word for it.
Yeah, we did. We just did.
Yeah.
And what's your obviously your biggest pet peeve?
With what? Or we,
Just go. Do you know what? Anything random. Biggest pet peeve.
people leaving rubbish out.
Eh?
People leaving rubbish on tables. Yeah.
Do you know what? It's very
Where?
different.
Just anywhere.
But just anywhere.
Just anywhere, like.
Well, I
you know,
agree with that.
So they
but
leave the cup there and just walk off. Yeah, something like that.
do you know what?
And also like
I
in
was not
restaurants.
expecting that.
You know, like in restaurants.
Yeah.
So like you're out for dinner,
Yeah.
and then I would like to put the plates together.
Oh, so
put
we
on
do
the
as
end,
well.
Yeah.
or
we
wherever,
do that.
and people just leave them everywhere.
Yeah,
And
just leave them
the
as.
waitress or waitress come over and just sort of
Yeah.
like, I'm just like, make it easy for them.
Yeah.
One of my biggest pet peeves, and I
Amazing.
can't help it. Maybe it's because of like growing up and your mum told you have to eat everything in your plate.
Oh,
Do you know, like if people have a full-on plate of food and then they've left it there?
leave half of it as well.
cry.
They put too much on.
Honestly,
Yeah.
my
Put too much
on.
husband has the same.
Yeah.
Whenever he will eat everything on his plate,
Yeah.
he would tell me off if I've left 3 rice grains on there.
Okay.
He's like, this is what I'm talking about. I was like, I can't even like take it with spoon or fork, like it's just there.
That's different. The rice.
But I'm the same, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
What about-
don't put so much in then if you can't eat it.
What's your biggest
Yeah.
pet peeve then?
I have no idea. Everything, just people in general.
Everyone's annoying. Drives me nuts.
Business with people.
Just people.
Do you know
No.
what it is? I feel like people that. Okay, yeah, I would say I've got to say it. I
Say
love
it.
my
Go on,
family,
go on.
but
Go on.
right.
The
obviously
juicy
you
gossip is
study
coming out.
What you study. You've studied what you
Come on.
studied.
Yeah.
You've obviously studied what you studied. You're an expert at what you do.
Yeah.
You're an
Yeah.
expert. Your family come to you because they want help.
Might as well.
And for the life of me,
Yeah.
they never listen, or they think they know
Yeah.
better than you, so then start schooling you.
Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
see my face? I'm literally
Yeah.
like,
I've got other ones that are
with the
similar to that
exception
as
of
well.
my mum. My mum, bless
Yeah.
her. Keep going, Mama Trace.
Similar to that, it's like,
Yeah.
if, you know, because we're all human, we don't, you know, live under rocks, even
Yeah.
if you work in the industry.
Yeah.
Going on night out, right? Drinking on night out, you know, having a nice time, enjoying yourself, and you see people that are from the gym you work in, or
Yes.
someone that follows you on social media,
Please.
go over to you, say hello, which I don't mind, say hello, you know, crack on, buy me a drink if you want,
Yeah.
I don't mind, but say hello and then go, oh, I've just got an issue with my membership,
Yeah.
or they'll go, oh, just quickly, do you reckon this drink's okay to have? I'm trying to lose
Yeah.
weight. I don't care.
Like,
I'm like
You're
10
smashed
vodka cokes
anyway.
in.
Completely right.
I'm 10
Or
vodka cokes in. I can't see what you're
The
doing.
one thing is where they're like, oh, I didn't even realise you went out, and they're not even doing it as a joke. They're
Yeah.
doing it to be
They're being
deadly
serious.
serious.
Like, oh, I didn't think you'd go out.
Yeah. They're like, what are you doing out?
Or another one. Obviously, being in fitness is you're enjoying yourself. It's a day off.
Yeah.
You get some nice food on your plate.
Yeah.
You've got a drink. You sit down, and some family, friends, whatever, go.
Do you think
You should be eating that.
Oh
Really?
no.
Yes, I'm gonna eat that right
So-
now.
Come on, people.
Right
Me-
now.
Danielle wanted to try this, obviously the old manager there wanted to try this thing that was going viral, the McDonald's milkshake with the
Oh,
espresso shot.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've seen that. Yeah.
I went and got us the cups from
Oh, no.
McDonald's, right,
Yeah.
and the stuff. Remember now, turned around and was like, do you really think you should be going up in the gym with that? I was like, this is me, I kid you not. I'm going to have to ask you to mind your own business because right now I want to have my McDonald's
Yeah.
milkshake. And
Yeah.
yes, I'm human.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
it
we
happens
get
loads,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or where they look inside, if you've been out in a supermarket and they look in your
Look at your trolley.
Yeah.
trolley or your
Come
basket.
on.
Oh, I'm not joking.
That's
Payback, just buy
ridiculous.
trolley in.
Mm.
Just stick some random items in the trolley and walk away.
Yeah, but you guys are in good shape. You can eat whatever you want then. It's you who needs to watch what you eat and what you do.
Yeah, but if we say that, we're
I
going to
know,
get
you'll
cancelled.
get
I can't say
loads
that,
of
can we?
Literally cancelled.
Can't say that, can we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, that.
You know,
things
now
like
that you've said these things, I think my biggest pet peeve is when people treat waitresses and receptionists and anyone like that
awfully.
awfully, as if they're nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
That's annoying. Yeah, that's a big
That
red
is
flag.
It
so
upsets
annoying
me.
because I've
Yeah.
experienced it upstairs. So obviously
Yeah.
we have a doctor who does injectables, and very often, as a business owner, I sit at the reception, as you do,
Yeah.
Mm. Face of the business,
and when some clients come in and they're like, they don't say hello. I've got an appointment at 5, and then I sit down. When I'm like, oh, would you like a drink? No, I'm fine. And then as soon as like the therapist or whoever comes out, they're like, oh, hi. And I'm just like, did you just did you just treat me differently?
It's quite literally.
It
Do you
is-
not know who I am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I'm all sometimes like a split second away from like just like get
Yeah,
out.
I don't want your business.
Yeah, like I don't need you here
Yeah.
because like I wouldn't want anyone to sit in my place and being
Yeah.
treated that way.
Yeah.
That is just
Yeah.
disrespect.
We've had it
Yeah.
in the gym where
Yeah.
like because obviously I'm just like one of you. I don't class myself as higher than these guys
Yeah,
or
yeah.
anything like
Yeah.
that. I might have a title to my name,
Yeah.
but that's it. Because I don't. What I do is meaning like I'll get on my hands and knees and clean.
Yeah.
I'll get clean the toilet. I'm not fussed. But for me, it's when people. So for example, you can tell people will judge or treat cleaners a certain way because when they've watched me clean, they'll come up to me and they'll demand to speak to somebody, but they'll speak down at me as if I'm nothing. And then the realization hits when I'm like, actually, you are speaking to the right person.
Yeah.
So you should mind how you
Yeah.
speak. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Why people are like that?
Do what I do, I just say to the manager anyway.
yeah. Oh, I've told them to do
Yeah,
that.
someone comes with a problem
Yeah.
and they're like, can I speak to a manager?
And they're
I'm like,
rude.
why do you want to talk to someone above me?
Yeah.
So I just go, I am
Don't you
the
know that
manager.
I cannot? Because
That
Yeah.
is me.
the
I'm
way
the
that
manager.
we train these guys is that why wouldn't we tell them everything or let them actually
Yeah.
find their feet and do things?
Well, like
Yeah.
some days I literally am
Yeah.
the only one there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you
So
are
you
talking
are
to
the-
manager.
yeah.
This is me.
Because then if
Manager.
he can deal with things that we deal with, it lessens what we have to deal with.
Yeah.
If he can just fix the issue there and then,
Right.
what difference does it make? And actually, it allows you to hold your own as
Yeah.
somebody. If you feel like somebody is disrespecting you in the gym, I've always said to them, they can ask them to leave and bring that up as a thing and be like, no, because I said so. Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Crazy. People, what's that?
People, eh?
Biggest,
Obviously, anyone that wants to work with you, where can they find you?
they're going to find me
Yeah.
everywhere.
Oh, lovely.
Everywhere. Don't disappear me.
Yeah.
Everywhere. I'm big enough. You can go see me in the gym group at Milton Keynes, or follow my Instagram, which is Clarke Murrell _fitness.
Yeah.
Put it in
We'll
there.
put it there.
Yeah, put it in there.
Yeah.
Put it in the description as well. The show notes. Put it in there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just WhatsApp me. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Put it there. That's on the board in the gym group. Or leave your own number. Some people do.
On the
I'll contact you.
whiteboard.
I'll contact you.
Yeah.
I haven't contacted them. Just
Yeah.
we're leaving them. They can
They can
stew
say that.
and leave them
Yeah.
number out.
Crack me up.
Someone else might have contacted them. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's a risky play when you put your number out there.
Thank you very much, Clarke,
That's
for
all
being on our episode. And we'll link everything. We'll put your Instagram page. Go check Clarke's page out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Some juicy content on there.
juicy, juicy content.
Oh God, he's full of
And
surprises.
You might see him in Milton Keynes. Might see him in Manchester, in Dubai,
you
Spain.
might, yeah.
Wherever.
You
Wherever.
never
Who
know.
knows? You never
Wherever,
know.
might bump
You
into
never
me.
know.
Say hi if you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be a creep and just stare and take
Yeah.
pictures.
With his Hawaiian t-shirt.
Or just look,
and,
or just watch what he eats.
Yeah, go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
you should be eating that McDonald's.
There you
Well, I'm
go,
gonna
yeah.
eat it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it right now in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get